a cradle of history and ancestry, Kupe-Manenguba County. Nestled in the lush highlands of the Midland Zone of southern Cameroon lies Menchum County, a land of rivers, mountains, and memories that flow as deeply as the Menchum River itself. Covering an expanse of over 4,400 square kilometers with Womb as its capital, Menchum is not just a geographical entity, it is a living chronicle of Ambazonia's enduring spirit. Long before the colonial borders were drawn, Menchum was home to thriving indigenous communities such as the Bafokung, Boom, and Fuawa, who cultivated the fertile plains, governed through chieftaincies and built systems rooted in honor, cooperation, and respect for nature. Now, this pre-colonial era represented an age of harmony where every hill carried stories and every river whispered history. Then came the storm of colonization in 1901, where German imperial forces invaded Menchum, redrawing ancestral lines and reshaping local governance. The arrival of the Germans introduced foreign systems, religions, and exploitative resource extraction. Now, after the First World War, Britain assumed control, merging Menchum into the wider British Cameroons. Schools, roads, and markets appeared, but so did the slow erosion of autonomy. Yet even under foreign rule, Menchum's people never lost their identity. When the tides of independence began to rise across Africa in the 1950s, Menchum became a center of consciousness and courage. Its sons and daughters joined the Southern Cameroon's National Council, the SCNC, raising their voices for self-rule and freedom from both British oversight and French domination. The 1961 plebiscite meant to chart a new future. Yet amid all this, one truth endured: the fire for freedom could never be extinguished in Menchum. Menchum is not just a land, it is a symphony of cultures, languages, and traditions. Now, from the Awing to the Boom, the Nso, and beyond, the county is home to a people whose diversity is not division, but beauty in unity. Their laughter echoes through the hills, their songs tell the stories of endurance, and their dances, particularly during the Nsongwa festival, speaks of joy and remembrance. The people of Menchum are bound by a faith in community and an unshakable optimism that refuses to bow to despair. In every song, in every tale told by firelight, there is hope that even in the face of hardship, life will blossom again. Their culture is ancient yet alive. Storytelling, drumming, traditional attire, and ceremonies serve not just as customs, but as acts of resistance, affirmations that their identity will not be erased by the forces of assimilation. Now, through the festivals of Nsongwa and other ancestral celebrations, the people of Menchum reaffirm their link to the past while inspiring the youth to guard their heritage. Visitors to Menchum often speak of the warmth of its people, their openness, kindness, and faith in shared humanity. In a world fractured by conflict, the people of Menchum remind us that unity is the strongest fortress of survival. We see the land itself as a marvel. Menchum County is graced with some of Ambazonia's most stunning landscapes, from the thunderous Menchum Falls cascading with majestic force to the tranquil plateaus and valleys that breathe serenity. The falls, beyond their scenic splendor, hold symbolic power. They represent resilience, continuity, and the unstoppable flow of life, much like the Amazonian struggle itself. Nature has blessed Menchum with fertile soils and abundant forests, making agriculture the heartbeat of its economy. Here, men and women till the land with dignity, cultivating maize, yams, rice, coffee, cocoa, and palm oil, feeding both their families and their fate in tomorrow. Their methods are sustainable, their relationship with nature sacred. Even amid war, the people's hands never stop planting, for to plant is to hope, and to hope is to resist. Menchum is also a haven for ecotourism. Its forests host rare wildlife, from elephants and primates to brightly plumed birds whose songs grace the dawn. The Bafokeng Forest Reserve is one of the jewels of the region, offering a glimpse of unspoiled creation and reminding the world that Ambazonia's value is not only in its struggle, but in its stewardship of beauty. There is also the Menchum 4-1 historic and capable of so much potential. But then we see that all of these harmony between man and nature is Menchum's quiet revolution, proof that peace and progress are not imported gifts, but cultivated from within. We see today Menchum stands not just as a county, but as a symbol of resilience under fire. In the unfolding struggle for Ambazonia's independence, its people have borne the brunt of brutality, displacement, and grief. The once peaceful valleys have echoed with the cries of children and the gunfire of soldiers. Yet even in the shadow of devastation, the spirit of Menchum remains unbroken. From Wun to Furuawa, communities have organized to defend themselves, not in vengeance, but in survival. The Ambazonian War of Independence, born out of decades of neglect and oppression, has tested the very soul of the people. But Menchum's farmers still farm, its children, when schools are safe, still learn. Its elders still pray for peace under the same skies their ancestors once looked up with hope. Now, Menchum's contribution to the Ambazonian cause is both spiritual and practical. It is the cradle of courage, producing men and women who speak truth to power and embody the unyielding faith that one day justice will prevail. The county's resilience is a beacon to all Ambazonians, reminding them that every drop of water from the Menchum River, its waterfalls, carries the message: freedom flows forward. The war has left scars on land, on hearts, on homes, but not on resolve. The people continue to believe in education, in community rebuilding, and in a future where they will live not as subjects, but as citizens of their own sovereign land. In their steadfast endurance, Menchum teaches Ambazonia the meaning of strength, that to stand tall amid ruins is greater heroism than to conquer without cause. Menchum, the unyielding heartbeat of Ambazonia. In the grand tapestry of Ambazonian history, we see the county Menchum standing as both witness and warrior, rooted in history, radiant in culture, and resolute in spirit. Its rivers carry stories, its falls, the Menchum waterfalls, echo freedom, and its people embody endurance. From the pre-colonial villages that first dreamed of peace to the present-day defenders who refuse to surrender hope, Menchum's journey mirrors that of Ambazonia itself, a journey from silence to song, from oppression to awakening. And as the Ambazonian people continue their march towards justice and self-determination, the lessons of Menchum reminds us that the true strength of a nation lies not only in its leaders, but in the heart of its people, those who keep believing, keep building, and keep rising.